Have you ever felt unsure about how to approach someone and leave a lasting impression? If yes, then you're not alone. Most of us have had those moments when we felt socially awkward or just didn't know what to do. But don't worry, by the end of this video, you know exactly how to approach people with confidence and leave the best impression possible. We are wired to connect with others. As a social creature, it's in our genes. Without a meaningful interaction, we feel lonely, and that's something we all want to avoid. So let's talk about what you need to know before approaching someone and how to handle it, even if you're shy or have a social anxiety. You probably heard the phrase, first impression is the best impression. And that's true. People judge you based on two key things right away: how you look and how you start a conversation. They cannot see your personality, and as a result, they judge you only based on your first impression. Here's a surprising fact. Studies shows that only 30% of impressions you leave is based on what you say. The remaining 70% comes from nonverbal cues. How you look, how you smell, how you sound, your body language, even the tone and the vocabulary that you use are super important. So if you want to improve your first impression, this video is for you. So first, let's get the obvious stuff out of the way. Have you ever spoken to someone who had a bad breath or body odor? No matter how nice or smart they were, you probably wanted to end the conversation quickly. Here's the thing, we don't always notice our own smell. That's why it's important to be proactive. Check your breath. A quick trick is to lick the back of your hand. Use your whole tongue and not just the tip of it. Wait a few seconds and smell it. Or better yet, ask someone you trust to tell you if your breath isn't fresh. I've told my partner to tell me whenever my breath is not fresh. It's a little embarrassing at first, but it's better than walking around with a bad breath all day. Brush your teeth and your tongue. A lot of bad breath actually comes from a bacteria on your tongue. Shower daily and wear clean clothes. Test your deodorant by smelling yesterday's shirt. If it stinks, it's time to switch brands. Do this after a shower because your nose is more sensitive. If you're a smoker, keep in mind that the smell can bother non smokers. If quitting isn't an option yet, consider alternative like heated cigarettes, which smell less. For my bald or balding friends out there, if your scalp is clearly visible, it's time to embrace it. A clean shaved head with a good beard looks far better than trying to hide the thinning hair. I've been there. I was completely bald for 3 years because my hair got so thin. Own the look. Confidence makes all the difference. Before you even say a word, people will form an impression of you based on how you carry yourself. Stand up straight, good posture signals confidence and make you look more approachable. Make eye contact. This shows you're engaged and interested in the other person. Smile naturally. A genuine smile is one of the fastest ways to make people feel comfortable around you. Your voice matters too. Speak clearly and don't rush your words. A calm, steady tone gives the impression that you're confident and easy to talk to. Now, I know confidence doesn't always come easy, especially if you're shy or struggle with social anxiety. It's easier said than done. And overcoming shyness is a topic I covered in detail in another video coming soon. In the meantime, here's something to keep in mind. Putting yourself out there even when it feels uncomfortable is how growth happens. Yes, you make mistake and that's perfectly fine. It's part of the process. Here's a simple way to feel less nervous. Meet people in places where you feel comfortable. For example, I feel more comfortable meeting new coworkers at my workplace because I know how things work there. But when I'm in a new place, meeting people can feel overwhelming. Being in a place you know helps you because you don't have to worry about anything else. You can just focus on talking to people. Pick places where you feel safe. It really helps. Starting a conversation is usually the hardest part. From my experience, overthinking what to say makes it much harder and increases anxiety. What I do is to keep it simple. I just introduce myself. I say, "Hi, my name is Ryan," and then depending on the situation, I ask a follow up question. Let the other person introduce themselves and let the conversation flow from there. My ultimate move is to play the dumb card. If you have seen my other videos, you know what I mean. Ask a question related to the situation you're in. If you're at work, you could ask, "Do you like it here?" If you're in a class, ask, "I don't understand the last part. Can you explain it to me?" After the response, thank them and then introduce yourself. Let the conversation develop slowly and naturally. Try to let them talk more. This way, they feel better and it's make it easier for you. Don't ask too many questions. You don't want them to feel like they're being interrogated. And above all, stay calm. Most of the time, this method works. Sometimes it doesn't, and that's okay. Don't give up. Practice until you get better at it. I call it playing the dumb card because sometimes I already know the answer, but I ask anyway. This way, I always have a topic to talk about. Leaving an amazing impression isn't about being perfect, it's about being prepared. Take care of the basics. Smell good, look sharp, and pay attention to your body language. Then focus on connecting with people by being present, asking questions, and show that you care about what they talk about. The more you practice, the easier it gets. So go out there, connect with others, and remember, confidence comes with time and effort. The more you do it, the better you get at it. If you have any questions about what we talked about today, feel free to ask. This channel is here to help you. I link related videos here. I'm sure they help you on your journey. Thanks for watching, and I see you next time.